Chapter 5, Lesson 2 is drawing angles to 180 degrees. So remember, a complete line is 180 degrees. Okay, so in this lesson, what we're asked to do is to draw a given angle. So depending on the protractor that you're using, it's best to start on the side where the 0 is at. Okay, so if the 0 is on the right-hand side, then that means you start on the right-hand side. If 0 is on the left-hand side, the top, meaning the top has 0 on the right-hand side, then you start on the right. But if the 0 on the top is on the left-hand side, then you start on the left-hand side. Okay, but for these exercises that I will be discussing how to draw two different ways. Okay, so which means the exercises come from page 93. Okay, so number 1, letter A says use a ruler and a protractor to draw a 45-degree angle. Okay, so when we're drawing the angle, okay, it's best to draw a straight line first. So draw a straight line. Okay. Now, again, depending on where the 0 is on your protractor, on my protractor, it's on the right-hand side, on the top. So that means, for me, it's ideal to draw from the right-hand side. So we got to make sure that the center is on that vertex. And then you put it on there, make sure that it's also aligned. Okay, and then you measure the 45 degrees, and then you put your point, and then you connect. So that means this is 45 degrees. Okay, but the protractor could also have a 0. So my 0 is on the left-hand side, but it's on the inside measurement. So it's a bit harder to draw it that way. So, but again, not every protractor is the same. Depends on your protractor. So, if the 0 had been on the left-hand side on the top, then that means my vertex will be here on the right-hand side. I put the center in the middle and I read from the top 45 degrees. So, that means somewhere there, and then I connect. So, that means that also is 45 degrees. Okay, now, the other angle that we will discuss is 100, this is letter B, 130 degrees. Okay, so again, draw the line, put the vertex. Okay, so this time, when you read 130 degrees, it goes beyond that 90-degree mark. Okay, so that means this is now 130 degrees. Okay. Or it could also be from the other side. So if it's from the other side, 130 degrees, then that means that will be 130 degrees. So again, parents and kids, it's important to get to know your protractor well. Okay, my protractor, the 0 is on the top on the right-hand side. So for me, it's ideal to draw this as 45 degrees and this as 130 degrees. If you follow the protractor from the book, the 0 is on the left-hand side from the top. Okay, so then the book would have drawn it this way. That concludes lesson 2 of chapter 5. See you in the next lesson.